There was once a cheerful young boy, but suddenly he became quiet and sad. He started sitting alone in dark rooms, whispering to himself, as if lost in a world of pain. People asked, "What's wrong?" But he had no words, only silence. Nothing made him happy anymore. Not toys, not games, not even the sunshine. One day, a wise monk came to stay near the town. The boy's father, full of hope, took him to see the monk. The boy sat in silence next to the calm monk. He had never shared his pain with anyone. Until now. Looking into the monk's gentle eyes, he whispered, "I want to tell you what I feel and ask you something. Why is it that some people succeed, even after suffering, while others drown in their struggles?" The monk asked gently, "Why do you ask this?" The boy said, "I worked hard for 2 years, and I failed. Every day I feel like a loser. Please bless me with something that ends my pain forever." The monk smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story. Your answers are hidden in it." There was once a brave king, strong, noble, and loved by his people. When he walked through the streets, citizens looked at him with pride and awe. Then one day, a war broke out. Foreign enemies attacked his kingdom. The king fought bravely for 11 days. He saved the country, but lost a part of himself. He lost one leg, one eye, and gained a terrifying scar on his face. So horrifying, people couldn't look him in the eye. One day, walking past paintings of his ancestors, he wondered, how will my portrait look? Will future generations remember my bravery, or only my broken body? The next day, the king made a bold announcement. He invited the greatest artists of the land, with just 2 conditions. The painting must be real. It must inspire future generations. The artists were shocked. They thought, if we show the truth, we may be punished. But if we hide it, we may make the king angry. So no one stepped forward. The king grew furious. He pointed to a young artist and said, "You must paint my portrait in 5 days, fail, and all of you will face punishment." On the 6th day, the palace was filled with tension. Everyone awaited the young artist's masterpiece. He entered with the painting covered in cloth. A hush fell over the crowd. When the cover was lifted, the room went silent. People forgot to breathe. Then came a thunderous applause. It was a masterpiece. The king was shown riding a mighty horse, aiming with his bow and arrow like a warrior god. One leg was hidden behind the horse, one eye closed, as if focusing on the target. His wounds were invisible, but his bravery radiated like the sun. The king asked, "How did you create such beauty?" when the experienced artist refused. The young man said, "Your Majesty, I was scared at first. I even slept on your palace floor. But next morning I made a decision. I will sit in silence and try to see your true image. For 2 days I just watched you in my mind, and something magical happened. I stopped seeing your wounds and started seeing your courage. That's when I saw you on a horse, strong and focused. I painted with all my heart and soul." The king, deeply moved, hugged the boy and gave him a grand reward. The monk looked at the boy and said, "This story holds all your answers. Let's start with the first one. Most people make a plan, work hard, but when trouble arrives, they run away. That's where most people fail. In spiritual life or the real world, never turn your back on your problems. The moment you do, you lose your awareness. And when awareness is lost, fear takes over. Life starts to feel heavy, and people quietly give up." The boy said, "That's exactly like me. I gave up. Please guide me." The monk smiled and said, "You can't control what happens around you. But your reaction? That's always in your hands. Do you know the best reaction? When life gets hard, don't react at all. Just sit quietly. Watch everything inside and out. Do what the young artist did. Stay calm. Don't judge. Just observe." When others saw the king, they saw only wounds, and they became afraid. They missed the greatness behind the pain, and you're doing the same. When life troubles you, you react negatively. And that's how you lose your peace. Instead, be like the young boy. He saw the wounds, but stayed calm. He watched his thoughts and feelings without fear. And that's when he saw the courage within the king's pain. The boy asked, "But how do I see like that?" The monk said, "Learn the real art of life. Anyone can learn to paint, but only a true artist can see beauty in pain. That is the art we must learn." Start today. Look at your daily problems without fear or judgment. Slowly, you'll start to see something good. A hidden opportunity in every challenge. Remember, the monk said, your world is shaped by how you see it. When you start seeing problems with a positive mind, your life will begin to change. New energy, new hope, new paths will open, and your life will become a blessing. Without concentration, nothing great is possible. Every success you admire is built on strong focus. How do you gain that focus? By quieting your mind and watching life with a peaceful heart. No video, no app, no news is more valuable than your time and your focus. And yes, I will keep bringing you more powerful stories like this. Together, we will win. ThriveX, where growth begins. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to stay inspired. Together, we'll unlock your full potential.